All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, the men on the highways and the byways, doing this work in truth and sincerity. To the remnant men, women, and children of the elect, to you all I say Shalom. My name is Ahmawan, Ahyash, back with another lesson through the power and spirit of Yahawashi. This is going to be the verse of the day for the book of James, chapter 1, verses 2 and 3 in the KJV. All right, so it reads, My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Okay. And this is a beautiful scripture, especially for the times that we're in, because, we're all being tried. We're all being tested. All right. In these last days, because we're getting closer and closer to the end. And, the gift of faith that we've been blessed with, we're our faith is being tested. Okay. Because we're not going to receive that glory without trial, okay, without temptation, without having to go through anything. All right. And the scriptures tell us to count it all joy, right? Because the scriptures say, who the Lord loveth, that's who he chasteneth. Let me see if I can get that. I think it's in Hebrews 6. Let me just try to find that real quick. I know there's one in Proverbs that says something similar. Let me see. Hebrews 12 and 6, not Hebrews 6, lock it. Hebrews 12 and 6, it says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. Okay, so, it's really just about, just accepting it. Okay, when you're going through something, when you're in a position where you're being tried, the Lord has blessed us with the tools, which is prayer, which is the body, the brotherhood, okay, and leaning on your faith to get through anything that gets put in front of your way, okay, because the Lord's not going to give you anything that you can't handle. All right, and it's a token of the Lord's love for you. Okay, it says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. All right, and that scourge is it's we all have our hell that we have to go through in many different ways, man. Many different ways. Some brothers are dealing with things at work. Some brothers may not be working right now. Some brothers' housing situations may be off. Some brothers may be going through it at work or at home with the family. Whatever it is, man. Lack of may not have a stable income. Whatever the case may be, when you're going through it, you have to lean that much more on the Lord, because ultimately that's what it comes down to. The Lord is testing you to see if, when you're tried and you're going through your trial, are you going to lean on him? Are you going to call on the Lord for your comfort, to be covered, to be delivered from whatever situation that you're in? Because when all hell breaks loose and shit hits the fan, guess what? We're going to have to turn to the Lord. All right. And this is a bit of a trial to see if we are going to, turn back to, being in the world and doing things that you were doing before coming to the truth, or are you going to trust and believe in Yahawashi? All right. Verse 7 says, if ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Right. So the Lord ain't, man, what son are you of the Father don't put you through your trial? All right. The Lord is just really showing you that he's with you by putting you through your trial. Okay, making you go through hell. That's what he's showing you. That's why it says in the verse, count it all joy. Okay, my brother, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. Why? Because it's the trying of your faith, right? Worketh patience, it worketh, and you have to endure. All right. Are you worthy, okay, of the glory that's to come through your faith and through your endurance? Are you going to endure it all? Okay. Let's jump into the first scripture that I had. All right. So this is the book of stay in Hebrews 11:6, because ultimately it comes down to our faith, right? And it says, Hebrews 11:6, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So at the end of the day, are you going to have the faith to believe that the Lord is going to deliver you out of the trial that you're going through? Okay. Are you going to count it joy? Are you going to believe the calling on the names of Yahawashi? There's deliverance in it. Okay. Without faith, it's impossible to please him. While you're going through your trials now, before everything gets crazy, before shit hits the fan, when you're dealing with what you're going through and you catching hell, are you calling on the Lord? Are you heavy in prayer? Okay. Are you using the Lord's men? Are you getting counsel? Right? Because the Lord has given us what we need to get through. All right. All we need really is this truth, man. Okay. And everything that comes off the scriptures, we got elders and apostles to give us great advice, to counsel us, to show us how to, to manage and get through and be a man of the Lord. All right. And how to endure, because they've endured a bunch in this truth. They've endured years and years and seen men come and go, have many trials and many temptations. And, and we have great leadership to learn from. Okay. The experience. And without believing, without the faith, it's impossible to please the Lord. Okay. And the Most High, because, and here's what it says. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So while you're going through your trial, are you exercising your faith? Because if you do, then guess what? You will be a rewarder, because you sought the Lord. You diligently kept the faith and kept believing. Okay. And you kept doing the work. All right. And you trusted. And you'll be a rewarder. The Lord's going to reward you for that. Okay? Because it starts and ends with faith. This is the book of Romans. Chapter 5. I'm going to start at verse 3. And it reads, and not only so, but we glory in tribulations also. Okay? So we glory in our tribulations. Why? Because we know the Lord is with us. He's testing us. Okay? Remember, the Lord loveth who he chasteneth. So that we glory in our tribulations. Okay? It says, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, right? Which is the endurance. Now check this out. In patience, experience, and experience hope. When you are going through something, okay, guess what? You don't just go through some shit and then it just magically disappears and is open. It comes with patience, and you have to endure it. You have to endure the fight that comes along with going through hell. Okay? And experience hope, right? Hope what? Hope in the glory that's to come, the salvation. Okay? That's why we're doing this, right? Because at the end of the day, it's about enduring till the very end. It's about enduring to the end, because the end, that's where the glory comes. That's where the salvation comes. New bodies, the new covenant, new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's what this is all for. Okay, so remember, you got to count it all joy, because there's no receiving of the reward. Okay, you have to, make your sacrifices, and there's a lot of things you have to give up was coming to serve the Lord. That's why the scripture said, when now come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay, prepare yourself for a trial, prepare yourself to catch hell. Okay, if you've come into this truth, man, you gonna catch hell, man. The Lord gonna put you through it, man. You gonna have to suffer some shit. You have to sacrifice some stuff, man. That's a part. Yeah, you gotta count the cost. Gotta count the cost. All right. So when you decide to serve the Lord, guess what comes with it? You gonna catch hell, man. Things are gonna be on you. All right. You got to fight off more demons. Lord gonna keep testing you and keep testing you. He gonna, it ain't all hell, because there's moments where the Lord will, give you the increase, whether it be, an increase of just peace, peace of mind. It could be an extra couple dollars. It could be whatever, man. But the Lord is, balanced like that. So always keep that in mind as well. Okay. But a lot of times when you going through it, it's hard to think. But the scriptures even say that, man. When you I'm roughly paraphrasing, but when you are in times of abundance, you forget. How does it go? Slacky. Let me try to find that. I know it's in the Apocrypha. And let me see if I can find it. It says something along the lines of when you're in abundance, you forget basically about the times when you don't have. When you don't have, it's hard to remember. But when you do have, when you're in abundance, I'm completely chopping up the scripture, but it's something along those matters, those lines. Let me see, abundant maybe. I don't think it's the word abundant though. I can't think of it, Salakia, but the point is, the Lord will give the increase and He's balanced that way. The Lord will balance out your trial, right, with moments where you feel, where you're uplifted in the spirit, and you're not going through hell. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter. Where is it? What is it? 1 Peter 1, 6 through 8. All right. So it reads, 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 6, wherein ye greatly rejoice, thou now for a season, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations. Okay. Manifold meaning many. Okay, many temptations, many trials. Okay, it says here, the trial of your faith, that the trial of your faith be much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahawashi Mashiach. Okay, that's why it says, wherein ye greatly rejoice. Okay, that now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations. And it happens, man. It's going to be heavy on you when you're going through it. It'll be heavy on your spirit. It's not easy to deal with. Okay. Now, verse 7 says that the trial of your faith being much more precious than that of gold that perisheth. Okay. So the trial of your faith, man, you notice faith is, the trial of your faith. Okay. Being tried, meaning your faith being tested. Okay, much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, meaning the hell that you gonna catch, right? Though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahawashi. Okay, because when Yahawashi comes with His glory and with those crowns, man, hey man, that trial ain't gonna feel like shit. You gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be straight, man. Verse 8 says, whom having not seen ye love, and whom having not seen ye love, in whom though now ye see him not, yet believing ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory. All right. Verse 9, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls. Because again, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's all about, man, the salvation that Lord willing we receive. Okay. But in the meantime and in between time, you're going to have to go through some shit, man. You're going to have to feel it. The Lord's going to make you feel it. Okay. But it's part of the purging, right? We got to be purged, man. You got to go through it. You got to feel it. Yahawashi did, and now it's our turn. Okay, and we ain't going to go through what Yahawashi went through, but just the point being, you're not going to coast your way into the kingdom. You're not going to cruise your way onto them chariots. You're going to have to feel some shit. All right? And the scriptures say present your bodies as a living sacrifice. Okay? That's where your mentality has to be. I'm willing to give my life for this if it comes down to it. Right? And in a way, through the spiritually, we do. Because the scriptures say, he that shall lose his life shall find it. Right? Losing our lives, giving up this, what you are in this world, and, what this world, considers living and having life. Nah, man, we give all of that up to serve the Lord. Okay, we found life, we found our purpose. Our purpose has been revealed unto us through the power of the Yahawashi. Okay, and what comes along with that is our trial, man. All right, but what comes along with that, if you endure to the end, is salvation, and that's what it's all about. All right, the book of Matthew, chapter 24. In verse 13, and it reads, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Okay, point blank, period. All right, we're going to end it off with that because, enduring to the end, that trial of your faith, this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. Okay, and when you run in a marathon, or when you run in long distance, okay, along the way, guess what? You gonna feel it. Your legs gonna start burning, okay? You gonna have shortness of breath. You gonna go through it. You gonna be tried during that marathon. But guess what? During the marathon, you might get a cup of water. You might pour it on your head. You might drink it. Guess what? You might catch a second breath. All right, and then you back on it. Okay, so there's ups and downs, there's peaks and valleys when it comes to a marathon. That's what we in. This is not a sprint for us. Okay, we're about serving the Lord and taking on whatever that comes with it. Okay, and there's a lot that comes with it, but we've counted the cost. Okay, and we've decided through the power of the Yahawashi, and not even said necessarily we, because a man's going to the Lord has chosen us, to take this on. Okay, just to be clear, the Lord has chosen us to taking on this lot, taking on this lot and be servant to Yahawashi, and, Lord willing to endure to the end. Okay, but that's really what it's about. It's about enduring to the end, because those are going to be delivered. Those are going to be, beamed up into those chariots. Okay, given new bodies. Okay, those first fruits, man, Lord willing, we are a part of that number. All right, so again, just to close out the verse of the day, it says, James 1:2, verse 3, it says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Okay, so, being tried, our faith being tried, it worketh patience, man. It's about enduring, being patient, it's about enduring. Okay, and suffering, because we're going to suffer in this truth. Okay, to have patience is to suffer. All right, and you ultimately don't even have a choice in the matter. You just have to lean on what we've been given, which is faith, which is our faith, and which is our prayer. Okay, prayer. Use those names, man. The names of Yahawashi have great power in them, and that's the tools that we ought to use, man. All right. So with that, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you're edified as always. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders, the elder bishops, the great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom.